Good morning, YouTube. It's Sunday, the 28th of July, 2019. It's about 20 to 12. And I believe I'm live. I might be live. I'm half dead. If you wonder, by the way, when you look at the thumbnails for these, why I always look so grim in the thumbnails, it's because smile for a thumbnail, and then it goes 3, 2, 1. And it always takes it on round about 3 when I'm not ready. So I'm always like this or whatever. So that's why the thumbnails are always a bit grim. Good morning to Kath Palmer and Laurel and Linda and Magic 10 Slots and Jojo. Jojo, is it you who just called me a sook on a comment because it's hotter in Australia than it is here? Good morning, Too Much Stuff and T. Suzanne Davies. How the devil are you all? Are you all well this morning? Are you all tickety-boo? It was you, Jojo. I thought it was. What's a sook? Lightweight, yeah. Good morning, Claire Plant. We've got one Claire. Keep the Claire count going, people. One Claire so far. Good morning, Mike's Graphics and Misha's mum. How are you? Are you all well? Are you all ticking along in what for us is heat and it's cooler now? It's all very well for you, Jojo, to call us lightweights, but we're not used to it. We don't deal. Good morning again, Josh. I've already spent part of the morning with Josh. Good morning again. Oh, Magic 10 Slots is off to the dentist. Oh, rather you than me, mate. Good morning, Kelly, who's just bought a Pressure King Pro, so you caught me watching recipe videos. You'll love it, Kel. You will absolutely love mine. Good morning, Mandy Michelle. Misha's mum says I could change to Claire if you prefer. Are you also a Claire? So we're on one Claire count so far. Good morning, Helen C. And Jojo says we have aircon. Exactly. So lightweight. We're having to deal with this without aircon. See, suck. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Good morning, Mags. I've been to 2 car boot sales. I've spent part of the morning with Josh, as I said. It was lovely to spend some time with you this morning, Josh, and thank you for my gift, which is going to turn up in one of the bags in a minute. Good morning, Shazad and Lainey. I've saved Lainey from doing college work about arthritis. I should just show them my knees to pass. Misha's mum is not called Claire, but she'll do it just to keep it simple. Maybe everyone in the chat should change their name to Claire, and then the Claire count would get really complicated. Good morning, M. Julie. Oh, are you all well? I hope you're all well. I don't know if I'm well or not, to be honest. I'm so hot and frazzled. 2 car boot sales. There's a bit of a weird echo. I put, the large tin money box that I got a couple of weeks ago. I put it behind the computer so it'll be out of the way, and it's creating a strange kind of metallic echo. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can hear it in my voice, but maybe you can't hear it. But it's very odd. Good morning, Dave by Glamour, who's on her second bowl of Cheerios. Good morning, Lexilicious and Andrew and Janet Plant, and I think I've said good morning, Claire James already. If not, we might be on 2 Claires. Have I lost track of my Claire count already? Yeah, we've got Claire Plant and Claire James. We're on 2 Claires so far. Good morning to the 2 Claires. And Newy Q, Grandma's Serendipity. Good Lord, good. That was nearly as bad as Ali Ann. Good morning to you. And somebody said good morning, Sam, but I didn't see Sam come in. But hi, Sam, if you're there. Oh, there she is. Yeah, good morning, Sam. Lex has made sausages and black pudding. You've made sausages or you've cooked sausages? I don't like the idea of you making sausages. I wonder who's gone missing if you start making sausages and black pudding. Who have you made them out of? So, let me show you some stuff. I've got to go and take my parents out this afternoon, so don't let me sit here all day. A Dendry 38 has arrived at the beginning of the stream instead of at the end of the stream. I think that actually deserves an actual round of applause. Kelly says, I've got to ask, who sent you the coat hanger for the gallery wall? Isn't it something special? It's a splendid Anne Harvey coat hanger. I'm not entirely sure where it came from, to be honest. It just appeared there one day. I vote for Lex. I'm not saying that, Lex. Not live. Look at the complaints. Adendry says, I'm not going to be here long today. He's going out for celebration meals. It's 12 years today since I had my kidney transplant. That is something to celebrate. That really is something to celebrate. Congratulations on keeping that kidney working for 12 years. Well done, you. And well done to all the doctors who know how to do that kind of thing. Well, if you are a surgeon and you're watching this, which I cannot imagine you would be, but if you are, well done to you. Can you imagine all the highly eminent surgeons sitting around watching me on a Sunday morning? I've got a bit of a lag on my screen, which is a bit strange. Are you getting a lag? Magic 10 Slots said, I heard you said you have a 5XL coat for sale. That is correct. I do, yeah. I'm waiting for Zahir to eat too much food and need to buy it off me. He said he's on. I think he's only on a 1XL at the moment, so I've got a while to wait. Oh, Anthony's good night. Bye, Aunt. Claire says no lag. Okay, it's just for me then. That's odd, isn't it? When I look at me moving on my screen, I'm a bit... Everybody shouting goodbye, Aunt. So, this bag, let me show you this bag first. Your mum donated you the kidney. Oh, that's good. And she's well as well, I hope. She's also done well afterwards. I bloody well hope so anyway, otherwise it's going to be a very awkward conversation any second now. Mandy says, move the tin. I can't stand the reverberation. Can you hear it as well, Mandy? I can't move it right now because I've put other stuff on top of it. So we will have to suffer. I'll pull this a bit further forward for now, and hopefully that will help. That'll move you away from the tin a bit. But I will, if it's not going to work having it there, I will move it. But I can't move it now because the amount of stuff I've stacked on and around it would literally involve taking the desk apart and stopping the stream. But hopefully that will help. Okay, in one of these bags is a puppet, and the puppet makes a noise. Molly's just jumped over the bag, the puppet's made a noise, and Molly doesn't know what's going on anymore. Right, go and lie down, baby girl. Go and lie down, it's a good girl. Come on. Go and lie down. All right, you're going to go to the desk. Right, so this is... You haven't missed the haul, Claire. I'm just about to start. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Fandria. Thank you so much for my lovely gift. I have put it in the vlog, but I will also show it here. Sorry, I missed several people. Good morning, Jessie and Andrea. I'm sorry if I've missed you. It wasn't deliberate. I also put this in my vlog for this week, but Fandria sent me this fantastic birthday gift. This is cross-stitch. It's cross-stitch made by Fandria, falling on a bruise. And I think it's perfect. I'm going to put it on my gallery wall when I get a little hooky thing. Thank God for that, Dendry. That was just a moment there where I thought this could go horribly wrong. Isn't that fab? There you go, Fandria. You could make one for all the resellers and get a little side hustle going on. So this bag, a massive IKEA bag, everything in here, £3 for the lot. So it was £3 fill a bag. So some of it, no doubt, will be rubbish because when it's fill a bag, I tend to throw stuff in regardless. But we start with this. This is a Pampered Chef food chopper. This one is not in the best of condition. This has had quite a lot of use. When they're in really nice condition, they go for £15 easily. So that would have paid for the entire box in better condition. As it is, I'll probably still get something for it, but not as much. And then there are two of these. These are, this one's pear and this one is bramble. And they are Denby Fruit Collection mugs. So two of those in there. Remember, £3 for the whole bag. A Silvercrest back and neck heat pad, which I might have to wrestle my family for without being able to sell that. Again, no idea of value, but £3 for the lot. Now that's what I call Disney. Strange choice, but I've got one listed and I smashed the case to buggery the other day, so I picked it up for that. And then lo and behold, I've smashed this case to buggery on the way home as well. So, can't win with that. Again, chuck them all in. It's £3 for the whole bag for 2 pairs of IKEA Varda cupboard handles. I just realised you can't see, can you? I'll turn the camera slightly, then maybe you'll be able to see what I'm actually doing. 2 pairs of those. Chuck it in, £3 for the bag. Yeah, Kelly's saying hold the stuff higher, we can't see it. Sorry, Kel. One of the Drummond, this is the music lyrics game. Again, they don't sell for very much, but when it's not going to cost me anything. This is a John Lewis salt cellar, and I threw it in hoping the pepper pot would turn up, but it didn't. Oh, I'll try that, Claire, thank you. A wireless keyboard. This is for me. My keyboard started doing all sorts of stupid stuff earlier this week, and it's something to do with the USB cable, so I bought a wireless keyboard and I'll chuck that into the filler bag. And then the last few bits in the bottom are probably where the money is, funnily enough. So let me chuck these bits back in. Say £3 for the lot. It's got to be worth a try, hasn't it? £3 for the lot. You just chuck it in. I could have chucked a lot more junk in, but I was having to carry it. I have also purchased this morning for my dad, and he may not want it, and I may end up having to sell it on if he refuses to use it. one of those rollator things, you know, like the walking aid that has a chair that you can sit on. It probably refused completely to even countenance the idea, but it was a tenner. I've got a Sport Relief 2014 pin badge, which I did not buy. Must have been in the bottom of the bag as it was. It must have already been in there. Who knows? Somebody might want a Sport Relief pin badge. Not much, Lisa. I've got a key finder. I don't think it's got any batteries in it, but I want that for me. And I've got, good morning, Auntie Sue. Good morning, Bronwyn. Yeah, the clear plastic bit around the blades. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, DBG said, question, fill a bag. Do they state the size of the bag, or can you just bring a dustbin liner and go ham? They don't care at that point. They're like, take it all away, you know? So some days he does pound for fill a bag for £1 today. He said, fill that one for £3. I didn't anywhere near fill it, but I'm pleased with what I got for £3. Good morning, carry on regardless. Did I say good morning, Lisa? You haven't missed much, Lisa. Mandy says, surely you never lose your keys. I do sometimes. Good morning, Kirsten. So the last thing in the bag are Smurfs. These are the 2007, 2008 Smurfs. They're not the 1980s ones. If you find the 1970s and 80s ones, that's where your real money is. But even so, each of these will sell for at least a £5, maybe more. I've got 2 Halloween and 2 of the Native American Indian sets. And they'll sell for at least a £5. So when they came in, fill a bag for £3. However, I collect Smurfs, or at least I used to. I've got a massive Smurf collection in a case over the stairwell. And I don't think there's at least 3 out of these 4 that I haven't got. So I could open the case door and put them in. Or what I ought to do, really, having lost all interest in my Smurfs, is open the case door and sell all of mine. Don't know. So there we are, Smurfs. So that was my filler bag for £3 collection. And a random salt cellar, which I so don't need. But it was John Lewis, and I thought the other one might turn up. It just didn't. Okay. Going to struggle to remember prices, I think. My brain's a bit glued today. Oh, good morning, Charlotte. Charlotte says, hi, Carla. I've never commented before, but I've watched you for ages, not in a creepy way. All of these people watch me in a creepy way, especially Lex. She watches me in a very creepy way, don't you, Lex? So there's a spot on the screen. I'm just trying to get rid of it. Might be a spot on my face. Just scratching away. But yes, thank you, Charlotte, and welcome. Linda says, Smurfs, blimey, I collected a full set. It's in the attic somewhere. Find it, Linda, and sell it. Lex says I get right up close. She really does. I bought a grow bag egg room thermometer. The light's a bit rubbish, isn't it, again? That was £2. I normally pay only £1 for these, but it was in its box, so I thought I'd go the extra £1. Oh, and this is over there as well. This was 50p. This is one of those swim float vests that have each one of these lumps is a polystyrene float, and you take them out in pairs as your child becomes less likely to drown. Thank you, whichever moderator dealt with that. Thank you. I can see hidden by, but not who. But thank you. Sean Gilbert did not go to the car boot today. Bloody rain. It's really nice here. Oh, thank you, DBG. DBG's on it like Sonic this morning. So yeah, these usually sell for about a tenner. So that was nice for 50p. Oh, by the way, to the person who just got moderated, Suzako, I would not. Yeah, long time since I got one of those vests. Yeah, I used to pick them up quite regularly. I bought this, and I don't know whether it's worth having or not. I just realised you can't see it again. I bought this box. In this box is this. It is. It's got hair. That's not even my hair. Oh, it's got free hair. Pretend we haven't seen that. It is. Can you see what it is yet? Can you tell what it is? I've got to stop doing Rolf Harris impersonations. It's a Mickey Mouse waffle thing. It's not a fly swatter. It weighs a bloody ton, Lisa. If you've swatted a fly with this, you make a hole in your wall. It's a waffle thingamy. What's the word for a waffle thingamy? Oh, it's saying on the news that the woman who provided the voice of Minnie Mouse has passed away. I don't think I could recognise Minnie Mouse's voice. Do you put men's private parts in it? What, and turn them into Mickey-shaped pancakes? There's an idea. Pancake maker, waffle maker. Waffle iron, thank you. There you go. Reloves Reseller is saying thanks for the skirt colour. I don't know who you... I've obviously sold you something. And you're very, very welcome, but I'm not sure which skirt you would be. But I'm glad you like it. So, is this the burble for it, or is it? Yeah. Instructions for using the Mickey Mouse waffle maker. It's only for use on a gas hob with an open flame. It's not suitable for use on a ceramic, induction, or solid plate electric hob, or on the hot plates of an Aga. It's very, very instruction-y. Very instruction. Monsoon last night. Oh, right, okay. You're very welcome. I'll get it out as soon as I can. So, yeah, so this was £1. And I don't know if there's any resale value in it. I've never seen one before. I don't know if I've never seen one before. I've never seen one for sale before. I do not know whether it's worth having, but I thought it's different for £1, isn't it? Kelly's saying, Carla's hauls are one of my favourites to watch. Just never know what you're bringing back from the boot sale. I try and buy. I'm sitting back so that to try and stop making noise. I try and buy random stuff from the boot sale because I don't. Although I do buy clothes if I see them and they're the right price, I want the boot sale stuff to be interesting for me to list. I've got enough clothing coming in for my bulk buys that I don't need to buy clothing, and I don't find clothing interesting to list. I sell a lot of it, and it would be silly to stop, but it's boring. So this is the interesting stuff. So that's why I try and keep it a bit random and not just buy the same stuff all the time. Does that make sense? How much, Lisa? Lisa says, Lisa's telling Kelly that she's laying bets that I've bought a Harry Potter DVD. How much are you betting, Lisa? Interesting. Let's place your bets in the chat now. Good morning, Chris B and Adam Kelsey. This is what I'm particularly pleased with. This is my purchase I'm particularly chuffed with today, just because I really like it. So they are Ruby shoes, which are a nice brand to look out for. They're not as expensive as a regular choice, and they're not as massively popular as a regular choice, but they're a similar idea. 50p. So these are Ruby shoes. They're really, really lovely. They're proper, the kind of thing you would wear to a nice, to be a wedding guest or whatever. They are a blue suede. They've got. I really like them. I couldn't wear them. I'd break my neck in the first 3 seconds. But they are gorgeous, and they have a matching bag, which is a rarity. Don't often find a matching bag. They are a size 8, so they are my size, but I literally would break my neck even at the thought of it. They're a stunning shoe. I absolutely love them. They're brand new. They're literally unworn. Maybe she wore them once. I can't even see any evidence that she could have worn them even the once. Maybe she wore them once indoors and couldn't get on with them or something. I don't know. But, there's no marks on the sole whatsoever. She had them on at 15 quid. She had she's taken the label off. There was a label on the box saying, bag and shoes, £15 the set. And I stood there umming and ahhing and said to her, the bag's still got the silica gel sachets inside. Kirsten said I should keep them wearing them daily. That would only work, Kirsten, if I didn't want to stand up, because my days of standing up in heels are long, long gone. I'm going to push this down a bit because I'm aware that you still can't see. So yeah, there's the matching bag. Isn't that beautiful? 10 quid. 10 quid. She had them on at 15. I offered her a 10 and she said yes. Aren't they beautiful? I bloody love them. I'm going to sell them for £11 million, which is Lex's favourite amount of money. Chuffed to bits with those. You could lie down in heels, this is true. I'd have to walk to the bed to lie down. So I don't know if I've missed anything. Foundry said they look like 80s wallpaper. Where am I? Adam sat in his car in the rain waiting for his stepdad to come out from church. No car boots today. Boo. It is a UK 8, Claire, yes. Yeah, DBG says probably wore them but couldn't walk in them, so took them off. Yeah, that would be me. Wear them to a wedding and have to take them off before I even got there in the taxi. Adam says I'll be able to retire once they've sold. And Kirsten says for bedroom shoes you don't need a matching bag. You have to have something to keep your condoms in, Kirsten, honestly. They are UK. They're a UK 8, so they're a US 10. They've got both sets of size on the box. Empty bag. Oh, good. Josh has got to go. He says, I've got to run. 50 in for our final lunch. Watch later. Thank you for doing what for me later. Enjoy the job. I am going to do that in a bit, definitely. And I've got the link as well. I don't know if I said good morning to you, Mags. If I haven't, good morning. 4-way locking cat flap, £1.50. I do wish people wouldn't put stickers on, but thanks to Tom the English Picker, I have got some sticky stuff removaler if it won't peel. That peeled beautifully. So, yeah, 4-way locking cat flap. I don't know. I do reasonably well with cat flaps, 10 to 15 usually. A 4-way locking one might go for a bit more. It's brand new inside the box. Although the box has got a bit of wear, it's not been opened. Adam Kelsey says he can't walk in heels either, but I don't know if I believe him. And Lex is just laughing at the word flap. Right, where am I? 50p for this Action Man. He's got fuzzy hair. There's another Action Man. They were 50p each, and I bought 2. The other one hasn't got fuzzy hair. I was under the understanding if they had fuzzy hair, they were from 1921, and they were worth £1 million. But I don't know if he is. But he's a fuzzy-haired astronaut. Right there, Action Man. Does the splits quite nicely. But yeah, did they remake fuzzy-haired ones at some point? I never ventured into Action Man, but he was 50p, so I thought I would. Oh, Sean's on a 7-day listing ban. That's happened to us all at times, mate. Believe me, we've all been there. Look on his bum for the date. You're just going to get me undressing an Action Man and looking like a pervert online. Yeah, Jojo says my brother had fuzzy-haired ones in the 80s. I definitely remember my neighbours, but my friend across the road's brother having fuzzy-haired ones in the late 70s, early 80s. He's got Action Man tattoo on his arm, so I don't think he's particularly old. He's 1998. He's not doing bad then, bless him, is he? Was he 21? You're 21, Action Man. He's 21 today. He's got the key at the door. Never been 21 before. Lex is saying, Lex is saying to Mandy, is it the same if we look at yours? Have you got the date just above your bum? Imagine if we all had our date printed above our bum. So there you go. He's 1998. Oh, stepdad's come out of church. Bye, Adam. And Steve Brano says, yes, it's a remake, not vintage. Like I said, for 50p, I thought I might as well. People say it looks like a $6 million man. Sail away, 1975. So check inside the Action Man suit for dating it. Like I said, he had it on his bum, so we've dated him now. Yes, Lisa, you were bad. Anna's Cottage says, can anyone help? Just sold a brand new pair of LK Bennett shoes. I received a refund request saying the straps were too big for the holes. It is obvious they are perfect. It can be seen by photos. I would contact eBay about that. The thing is that people have the right to return whether or not there's anything wrong with it. And sometimes if you kick up a fuss, you're in more danger of them actually damaging the item before they return it than just sending it back as it is. So yeah, I would contact eBay, but you might be better off just accepting the return and just going and, I was going to say kick the cat, but Lisa will very, very cross if I suggest you kick the cat. Go and kick the back of the sofa and get your rage out that way. Don't kick the cat. Bronwyn, thank you very much. Bronwyn has super chatted $5 Australian. I don't know what that is in my money, but thank you very much. She's put belated happy birthday super chat for the buying of Reese's. Thank you so much, Bronwyn. That's really very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, Sean's talking about brands that you're not allowed to sell. Superdry is one of them. It's other non-clothing brands like L'Oreal too. I think they let you sell L'Oreal, but certain L'Oreal. Yeah, there's a Vero list that you can go and check, but it's very, very long and nobody's going to bother. Let's face it, we just have to hope that we won't cross the naughty line. The Pinbox says, good morning, guys. I think I'm a bit addicted to live streams. I'm watching in the car on the way down to Chessington. You're not driving, are you? If you're driving, switch me off immediately. Lisa says, I bought a jacket on eBay, size 14, but it was too snug. eBay said I could not return it as the size had been stated on the listing. That may have been from a private seller. I know the rules different from private sellers, but I don't quite know how that would work. So, And Lisa says, yeah, don't kick anything that says meow. Sue is saying, good morning, Donna. Is Donna the pin box? Because I didn't see anyone called Donna come in, but yeah, she is. Good morning, Donna the pin box. Also from the Action Man 50p man, this was 10p, and this is for a friend of mine. I quite often buy him annoying puzzles just to piss him off, so that's for him for 10p. I paid £3 for this, which is more than I would normally spring for on moving at the car boot, and it is only Peruna. So some people are like, Oh, a little bit faggy. That'll have to be washed. Yeah, a little bit faggy. But it's a really very nice, it's a size 12R, Peruna tie-back jersey dress. I'm tempted to think it might be nightwear. Could it be nightwear? With that little trim, would you say that was possibly nightwear? You wouldn't have a tie back on your nightie, would you? I don't think. And it came with the little shrug. No, it's not. It's a dress. I'm sure it is. Again, you wouldn't have a shrug on your nightie. You wouldn't have a shrug to go with your nightie. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to sell it as a bloody dress. It was £3 and it was really nice, but it is a bit faggy, so it's going to have to go in the wash. Yeah, if Andrea said it's got a belt. Yeah, dress. I'm going to sell it as a dress. Oh, Tom says his car boot is rained off. Tom, you've got a lot of stuff, mate. I think you'll be all right. Fabrice, okay. Lex says Carla was just on about your sticky stuff, Tom. I was literally just sitting here discussing your sticky stuff, Tom. I think we're still only on 2 Claires, by the way. The Claire count's not going well today. I bought a hair trimmer for £2. It's a Babylus for men. I don't know if it's a hair trimmer, beard trimmer, all of the things. Tom says his piles are massive. You can get cream for that, love. Let me just undo this bag. Now, see, the instruction is for a Val, but the actual item in the bag is a Babylus, so that's not fucking good, is it? Oh, it's got a nose hair clipper. Anthony will have that. Anthony's nose hair has to be seen to be believed. Yeah, it's got all the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 adapty things in there. So, if the worst comes to worst, I can do Ant's hair. I cut his hair a while ago. That was hilarious. I'm not a hairdresser, apparently. Adendry's off. Okay, Adendry, have a lovely day celebrating your kidney anniversary. Somebody's coming up my path. So it's somebody with a key, so that's okay. And the dogs haven't noticed. Yeah, Mandy says the Wall is a dog trimmer. They make hair trimmers as well, though. This has a home hair cutting style guide, and I don't think dogs could read the home hair cutting style guide, so I think it's for humans as well. Dogs just noticed that Anthony's come in. Lex says I'm Claire. You're not Claire, you're Spartacus. Pair of Clark's Zizzies for £1. Just an ordinary Clark's court shoe. They're a little bit dusty, but they're in pretty good condition. They've not had a great deal of wear. They're a size 6, which is a nice standard size, and they were £1. Why wouldn't you for £1? Lex says she's Banksy. You can't be everyone, Lex. You'll have to make your mind up. Now, I never buy CDs, but Nick's got me thinking. He keeps buying Now CDs and selling them as bundles, and these were 3 for £1, so I bought 6 because that's all she had. Lisa says I buy them, and so is my wife. So I've got Now 71, Now 47, 39, 84, 63, and 40. How's that for a random selection? But all the discs are there. So £2 for the 6. If nothing else, I can play them in the car and sing along to Travolta and Newton-John, the Grease Mega Mix. Spice Girls, Viva Forever. Billy, Because We Want To. Remember that? Why do you want to play that song so loud? Because we want to. Because we want to. What else is that? Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody was Kung Fu Fighting. Catatonia, Road Rage. God, there's some good stuff on here. Some proper old stuff. That's on Now 40. What's the oldest one I've got? 39 is as far back as it goes. This has got Robbie Williams, Let Me Entertain You. It's got Catatonia, Mulder and Scully. It's got Brim full of Asher on the 45. Brim full of Asher on the 45. That's why I can't play that when I'm driving. It's got Pulp. This is hardcore. Robbie's on there again with Angels. Billy Myers, Kiss the Rain. God, there's some old stuff on there. I've no idea what people are talking about in the chat now. I've lost it completely. Maddie says, no wonder why Jeff barks when I try and cut his hair. And Lex says, if I was Elvis, I'd be dead by now. Okay. Bedtime Bear. These are mother care. I pointed these out to Josh this one. I said these are worth looking out for. They come in blue or pink or a kind of a cream and brown. This one is filthy. This one needs to go. It's minging, but it was 20p, and they sell usually for 12 to 15 pounds. So worth it for 20p, but that definitely needs a wash. That's minging. Hi, Carrie. £2 for a pair of Jane Shilton shoes. Unworn. Original price. They're called raffles. The original price is on there. Can you see that? I don't know if I can get it right for the angle for the lighting. Original price £110. They went down in the Jane Shilton sale. They went down from 110 to 14.99. That's a hell of a drop in the sale, isn't it? They are a size 3.5, which is not going to be an easy size to sell. And they're another one that's come with a free hair. Seem to be good on the free hairs. But I thought they were different. They're lime green. They've got this fuzzy, ruffly bow bit on the front. They're different. You're not the usual run of the mill. They're bloody horrible is what they are. But £2 for Jane Shilton brand new shoes that were originally £110. Why the feck not? Why the feck not? How long have I've been on? Half an hour already. Lisa says, I've still not sold my grandson's 31-inch puppet company chimpanzee. Do they take a long time to sell? I've had some listed for ages, Lisa. Yeah, you'd be able to, you just go wait for your buyer. And speaking of the puppet company, this is what was making the noise in the bag. So this is brand new. It did have its tags, but the tag, oh no, it has got its tags. Brand new with tags. It's a parrot. It's possible that a dog may appear. Okay. So I think I've got one of these for sale already. If I haven't got one for sale, then I have sold one already because I've definitely seen one before. So yeah, but the one I had wasn't brand new with tags. So that should be an easy 10. I think I paid £1 for that one. Jessie says you could start a wig business with the free hair you're picking up. And Lex said the same thing. Question, do you collect all of the free hairs and make a wig or an attractive cardigan? Only Kate says it's not filthy, disgraceful. It is filthy, honestly. It needs washing. Dog's going mental. TC's on David says, does well on attention. Not sure I follow. Sail Away says, how much for the bird? 10 to 15, depending on, like I said, depending on solds and completed. But yeah, like I said, it's brand new with its tags, so that will help a little bit. And a Marks and Spencer's giraffe, which reminds me, I need to get you guys to look out for something for me, but the one that I need you to look out for is downstairs. Anthony? Nope. He must have been going out. So yeah, Marks and Spencer's giraffe comforter toy. That was £1. I might be for sale, Mandy, if the price is right. You never know. Oh, gold. Bendy, bendy, bendy. This one also £1, I think, or it might have been 50p. This is an M&S. What are you? Are you a mouse? A dog? He doesn't really know what. I think he's a dog. Albie's okay, Lex. He's all right, yeah. And then 50p for a sealed Emma Bridgewater to-do pad. I thought that was quite nice. I really quite like it, but I don't need a things to-do pad, and it's sealed and it'll sell. So I'm going to be good and flog it, but I did quite like it. Sorry, there's stuff going on in the street that I'm trying to nosy at. Yeah, Albie's the rabbit, yeah. And then £1 for this set of Pimpernel placemats. I love these. These are Charles Rennie Mackintosh design. Have I got them the right way up? I don't think it matters with Charles Rennie Mackintosh. Yeah, they are. They go that way up. Aren't they lovely? I think they're beautiful. Really lovely colours. And it was £1 for 6 Pimpernel placemats and 6 matching coasters. Oh, parrot trying to get attention, right? Right, let's shove them on there. So yeah, pleased with those. Don't know what I'll get for them. Excuse me. £11 million, I expect. which is my price point for everything, 11 to million. And then there's not a lot left in the trolley, I don't think, which is good because I'm running out of space. Shelley would be proud. Now, Josh spotted this on his first go-round, and he asked me if I'd seen it, and I said no, I hadn't, but then I hadn't been in the same direction that he had. And the lady had told him she wanted a tenner, so he'd go, no, I'm not paying a tenner. By the time I got round to it, she wanted a fiver. So she must have told several people a tenner and been sort of, you know, sniffed at. Somebody screamed out, we're in a packing field. I'm going to try not to unwrap it all, see if I can show you like that. It is the Lure Pack Collectibles. I've got several of these already, but it's the Lure Pack Collectible toast rack. There are 5 egg cups, which is weird, the set of 4 plus a spare, and the butter dish, and it's all in really nice condition, and for a fiver, that was worth it. Sorry, I've got hiccupy burpy things going on. So yeah, for a fiver, that was well worth it. I would expect, with it being a full set, to get 25-ish, maybe a little bit more. Prices go up and down on those, depending on how much is on the market, obviously. But for a fiver, it was worth it. Will you sit on there and not fall on the floor and smash into 100 pieces? Will you? Will you do that for me? I'd appreciate it if you did. This is my bag of prezzies. Now, I should say as well, I bumped into Lisa. I've seen Lisa at the carpet a couple of times. Her thing is further down. I'll come back to you, Lisa. If you're watching, I'll come back to what you did. Lex says, we had somebody trying to sell her monsoon dresses for £10 each at the booth today. Bless her, she'll be going hungry. I'm going to get, you're in a bloody field, printed on a t-shirt. And then I'm going to send one to Kelly because she'll like one too. So this is my birthday present from Josh. And I've got Reese's Rounds, Reese's Cups, more Reese's Cups, Reese's Sticks, which I've never had. They're a little bit soft and squidgy into the fridge. More cups. Different Lisa. There's more than one of you, Lisa, unbelievably. White Reese's Cups. Reese's Pieces Big Cup. And a Reese's Bar. Now, that's very soft. That's almost bendy. So, oh my God, Josh. When I was going to say when I've got an ass the side of the house already there, and no teeth already pretty much there too, that'll be Josh's fault. But thank you very much, Josh, for that wonderful present. And while we're on the subject of Josh, let me just give you a very quick plug for Josh's new business. Josh has gone into the packaging business. Some of you may know already if you watched our hangout earlier in the week. Josh has gone into eco-friendly packaging. So he is selling boxes, mailing bags. He's got special prices for the reselling community. And it is all recycled and recyclable and has a lower carbon footprint than the standard stuff. So he's given me a sample pack this morning that I can show you. I've got a couple of the boxes. They're from Kite Packaging, so some of you have seen these before, but he's sourcing them and will be able to sell them at a decent price to you guys. And then I've got the eco-friendly mailers. So he's given me 5 of each, I think he said. So I've got the tinky tiny ones, and then the slightly bigger, not quite A5 ones. Some clear plastic poly bags for clothing, and these are all made of recycled materials as well. And then some of these, I can't remember which ones. I'm probably not the best advert for this because my brain doesn't remember stuff. Some of them, he said, were made out of sugarcane. I remember saying this on the live stream because we were joking that if I got peckish, I could eat them. It says sustainable source, carbon neutral, fully recyclable, made from sugarcane. These are the sugarcane ones. So that's the standard mailing bag size that I would normally use for sending out usual parcels. There's some black ones as well. I don't know what the difference is. Just black or white, I think. The black ones I don't think are sugarcane, but they are recycled materials. And some larger clear polys and some larger mailers. So firstly, thank you very much for my sample pack. This is very generous. There's a lot here and I really like it. Secondly, there will be a link. It's not there yet because I just went straight away live right at the minute. But I will be putting a link to Josh's stuff in the description below this. And you know, if you're looking for packaging, consider supporting another reseller. He's trying to do something good, and make a living just like the rest of us. But you know, trying to help the planet as well. So if you're on the market for packaging, consider supporting Josh by buying it from him, and I'll stick the link in below. Okay, end of the lesson. Okay. Andrea says, a lady last week wanted £10 for a jigsaw dress. I literally just bought a bag full of other clothes for £1 each from another store and nearly laughed out loud. I'm like that. I'm like, sorry, okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Lex says, Andy's a handsome lad and single. We're talking about Josh again. He does only like men, I believe. He's not bi, is he, Lex? He is gay, not bi. I don't know. I might by all means approach him, see what he says. Just don't be upset if he turns you down. This one was £2, I think. It's a tweed bag, and it's from House of Tweed, which I thought was unusual. House of Tweed bag. I don't know whether it's got any value at all. Again, with the don't listen to me, I don't know stuff. It hasn't got its shoulder strap, which is annoying, and I didn't notice that at the time, and I might not have leapt to buy it if I had known. So the shoulder strap is missing. It's just got the twin handles, but still, £2. What's the worst that can happen? I keep it myself. I'll give it to Lex. Lex won't like it. It's not Lex. I don't think Lex carries the handbag. Yeah, Lex says she tried to turn Josh, but he's sausage only. Lisa Fenn puts on a fake moustache and tries to look butch. Crispy says, I don't use poly mailers, but might have to buy some boxes. So yeah, like I said, just consider, like I said, I'll put the link below. Check out his prices. See if it'll work for you. Help a fellow reseller along the way. Now, has anybody bought these before? These are Vivo barefoot sandals. They feel revolting. They're very, very thin, as you can see. They're made of like croc-type material. I don't know if they have any value. They were £1.50. They've got the weird toe thing, which is like, ew, ew. Don't know if they're worth anything at all. Shall I have a quick look on my phone? Let's see if you guys can find it quite faster than I can. I mean, I've got the advantage of being able to see the label. Talk amongst yourself while I search. Search. Vivo. Oh, barefoot. They came straight up. They are women's. Surely men don't have feet that size. Okay, they do a huge range of shoes in the Vivo Barefoot company. I suppose I need to put sandals in as well then. Chris says camel toe shoes. Daisy May says, what size? This size, Daisy May, obviously. God knows where they hide the size thing. Oh, hang on. EU 37 to 38. What's that in real money? Where's my size thing? 4 to 5? Filter, sold and completed. Some of the more leathery styly ones have gone for 25 quid. There's a pair of these there that have gone for 45 quid. 40 quid. 43. 24.78, random blip in there. I can't see any of the horrible clear ones that I've got, but we've established then that they sell for more than £1.50. Daisy May says, I'm a 4. Perfect. Would you like, Daisy May, is this something that you would wear? If this is something you would wear, I'll stop dissing them and we'll make everybody else stop dissing them as well. Daisy May, if you make me a reasonable offer, I will certainly consider it. It doesn't have to be a comparable with sold and completed offer, because obviously anything that doesn't go on eBay doesn't get eBay fees attached. So by all means, send me a message and we'll talk and we'll see what. And if that's something you would like, we'll stop slagging it off. The Pinbox says that. Sorry, that's Donna. Isn't it? I've seen the barefoot shoe trend in the paleo community quite a bit. The 5 tie ones look a bit funny, are quite expensive new. I do think they look odd, and I don't know whether they'd be comfortable or not, but I presume that if these are your thing, you'll know. Tyler Harris says they've gone this. Tyler Harris says they're suddenly beautiful. That's what I'm like. I'm like, oh God, it's lovely. I like it a lot. And the other way round as well. I see things like, oh, I like that, and then somebody says it's this much. I've gone right off that. Suddenly, I don't like it at all. that is some lovely plants, Lex. Lex just sent a message. They do look comfy, I suppose. I mean, that's what they're designed to be, isn't it? Talk to me after class, Daisy. Now, folio books. I often pick up folio books at the colour itself. These ones are older. This made me want to bite the woman's leg off and hit her with the soggy end because she had labelled them folio books, unusual decor item. I don't know where I go with people who think that books are a fucking decor item. Stop that. Stop it. Stop going, that's a book. That will look nice on my shelf. Don't do it. It's a fucking book. Read it. Read it and inwardly digest it and enjoy it and love it and worship it and behave like an educated human instead of going decor idea. Decor. Anyway, she wanted £1 each for them. She had a lot more, but I had already started to run out of money and definitely had run out of carryability. So I bought the ones, I have no idea whether they've got any value, but I bought the ones that were a more recognisable title, thinking that would help them sell. So I've got the rare Adventures and Painful Peregrinations of William Lithgow. I've got Dylan Thomas, Under Milk Wood. I've got The Diary of a Nobody. I've got turn it around. I've got Magellan's Voyage, and I've got The Reminiscences of Captain Chrono. And I do not know whether there's any money, but £1 each is bound to be more than I paid for them. And they're Folio Society books, which are beautiful things. I mean, books, full stop, are beautiful things and should be looked after and worshipped and read and enjoyed. And you know, DBG says books are horrible decor ideas. They soak up dust. Not if you read them often enough. But folio editions especially are stunning books. You know, they have gorgeous end papers and beautiful covers, and these are all in beautiful condition. The cases are very nice on these. Hi, Pound Girl. Oh, can we all just stop and say congratulations, Pound Girl, aka Cheryl, on the birth of your baby, which you absolutely should have called Carla because it was born on my birthday, and I can't imagine why you didn't. But congratulations, well done, you. Are you glad she's out? Has she started crying yet? Will you be wishing you could put her back in? Crispy says Under Milkwood was the book we did in school for literature. He said they're beautiful. Sorry, I've got lost. This is the 72 edition. Excuse me. After all these months, I've still got the tail end of that cough. So yeah, these are lovely. You are glad she's out. She cried before they got her out. That's clever. Carla says, Lisa says, how can you tell if a book is a folio edition? Firstly, all folio books come in a slipcase like this. So if you see a book in a slipcase, there's a strong chance it will be a folio edition. Folio Society is the publishers of these books. So they're republished by the Folio Society. And it will say on the spine, the Folio Society, or for example, that one has the Folio Society logo on it. But once you've spotted a few, you'll start to recognise them. But it's usually the slipcase that gives them away. And often the slipcase is in horrible condition, but it does mean that the book has been protected on the inside. So for £1 each, there's bound to be some money in there. Paula, I did not sell the huge money tin. I still have it. I haven't even listed it. I don't know whether I was going to list it. I thought I might keep it for myself, but I am up for the idea of selling it if somebody makes me a reasonable offer. Everything here is for sale, including that dog. No, you didn't at all, Lisa. You didn't sound thick. Charles called her baby Taylor Jane Margaret Hubbard and born 24th at 6:16 a.m. 8.4 pounds. 24th best birthday ever. Barney the dinosaur wants to know if I have kids. I have adult children, Barney. Adult grown-up children that I'm finished with. Well, not finished with because they still live here, but I finished bringing them up. Oh, Chris B says, I picked up a Beatrix Potter set of folio last week for £1. Nice. I would have liked that. In my sales video that I put up last night, there's a Jane Austen set that I got off Facebook for £5 and sold for £50 very, very quickly. So, yeah, some of them obviously have more value than others. Some books are more appreciated than others, and that's always going to be the way. Sorry about this cough, by the way, people. It's annoying me more than it's annoying you, believe me. Okay. But yes, the point of the story is books are not decor ideas, they are books. Lisa says, my youngest child is now... Oh, God, it's gone. It's been hidden. Where's that gone? It'll pop back up. My youngest child is now 26. He weighed £9 13 ounces at birth. Chafed a bit, but it did, yeah. So this was my present from Lisa, not Lisa Fenn. Lisa Car Boot Sale, Lisa, who bless her, I see her a couple of times at Car Boot Sale, and she'd been carrying this around hoping she would see me. Thank you so much, Lisa. I'm not sure if you're Lisa Heidinger. I know you're not Lisa Cotton because I don't think she lives locally. I'm not sure if you're Lisa Heidinger or whether you're another Lisa entirely. But thank you very much for carrying this around and waiting to see me and handing it to me, and I will very much enjoy it. Cheryl's telling horror stories now about giving birth. I believe you, love. I believe you. She's taking her to the car boot sale. Excellent. Get that kid started young. Buddy's leapt off the bed because he heard chocolate. Couple of Starbucks mugs. It was not you, Lisa Fenn. Crispy says, how come women always remember what their kids weigh? Because it's our job. We're programmed that way. A Starbucks Christmas mug. These are from Steve, the car boot guy, who actually came running after me because I hadn't spotted them on his table. Lex says, question, when are you going to admit after all this time you're pretending to like Reese's? I was not pretending. And this one is one of the reusable ones where they take the side. So they were £1 each. And I say, Steve ran after me and said, do you want Starbucks mugs? And I was like, yeah, I didn't even see them. By the time I got to the second car boot this one, I was a bit frazzled and a bit hot and bothered. DBG says, crispy, usually because they come out of their vaginas and it's a memory that sticks forever. It really does. The bigger they are, the more you remember it, mate. And Kath Palmer says, because you lose that much weight in an instant. Yeah, it's very, very rare that you lose 10 pounds overnight or whatever. So we do remember that when it happens. And Fandra says, because you feel every ounce. Also true. Cheryl's going to train the baby to be a packing woman. £1 for a Worst Witch book set. I've sold Worst Witch books before, but they weren't in their sleeve before, so I don't know what I'll get for that. I should imagine a tenner minimum. I would hope a tenner minimum. Lisa Fenn says, Cheryl, you can sell newborns at a car boot shop for about £30 bargain. And Lex says, pushing something the size of a watermelon out of something the size of a lemon. F that. Yeah, but Lex, yours is already the size of a watermelon. That's what it says on the back of the toilet door. Okay, here's the other action, man. It's a bloody cough. I'm so sorry about this, people. Believe me, I'm really sorry. Okay, another action man. He was also 50p. I don't think he's not even got furry hair. He's not even pretending to be old. He's got massive hands. Why has Action Man got Hulk hands? I mean, they're not proportionate. They're not even proportionate to his feet. Look at the weirdness of that. His hand is longer than his foot if his hand is outstretched. He looks like Hulk as well. Maybe it's Action Man dressed as Hulk. Cheryl says, apparently my faff is so small I wouldn't have been able to do it naturally. And the doctor said I might be fat, but my stomach muscles are like an athlete. Cracked me up. Bye, Jessie. Hello, Crazy Daisy. I don't think I said hello to you. Hello. I can't see the date on this one's bum, but I'll take his clothes off later when I'm not live. Hi, Adele. See, another 50p Action Man. At the end of the day, 2 Action Men for £1. Presumably I can get more than £1 for them. A coat for £1. This is yours clothing. It's 22 to 24, if I call. Yeah, 22 to 24. So I picked that up because yours clothing always sells well. I'm nearly done, folks. This is the last item, I think. Can I now? Yeah. £2 for this one. And that one's just, as you can tell, I'm sure, a Jules top. £2. So yeah. Really good haul, actually, today. Very pleased with everything I've got. Didn't spend a great deal of money. I went out with 80 in notes and 15 in coins, 95, and I've come home with 32. Quick maths, 95 minus 32, 63. £63 I've spent. Pretty pleased with that. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. I think 63 quid. I'm happy with today's haul, definitely. The folio books alone should hopefully get me 63 quid back, and everything else is free then, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. Not a bad haul. Lainey says, my auntie said to me giving birth was like pushing a huge whiskey bottle with the end smashed through a polo. Oh, God. That's horrendous. Crazy Daisy, how many items did I get? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 40, 30-ish, 30, 35, 7, 12, 92, 116, 8. Oh, I forgot to show you the troll. The troll was 10p. And he was, I picked him up because he is one of the damn trolls. And I remember hearing that you should pick them up. He's a 1986, I think he's a little demon or a devil or something. Hi, Ian. Ian says later than planned. That's because you told me not to be late, Ian. So yeah, he's a damn troll, and he was 10p. So I don't know whether he's worth anything or not. But when I saw damn, I thought I better get him because they're supposed to be worth millions. So there he is. He really is the last item. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 items, not including the bag full of stuff that was 3 quid. So maybe more like 50. Maybe. I do know I've got to find somewhere to put it all. Which I might regret. Anyway, says my mum was like, no, it's more like bad constipation. Who was right? The stomach pains are like bad constipation, definitely. But the rest of it is probably a bit more like your auntie described. It's not fun, and it's a miracle to me how some people go on and on doing it over and over again. I mean, I did it twice. I didn't enjoy it the second time any more than I had the first, despite the fact the second time was a bit quicker. But yeah, I wasn't in any urge to keep on having children. Those people who have 8 or 9 of them, they must start falling out, I suppose. It must get easier. Stop telling that, Lisa. He'll hear you, and he's already been. Cheryl says, I'm not doing it again. I must admit, you do feel like that for quite a long time after you've just done it. The urge to do it again didn't come for quite a long time. There's a 5.5 year gap between my two. Ian says, is there any birthday cake left? There is. There's quite a lot of birthday cake left because Lex bought 2 cakes. So quite a lot left. Yeah, I reckon the ruby shoes and bag, I reckon that's an easy 50 quid. I would hesitate to be able to add up how much I've got here, but I would say that my 60 odd pounds is probably going to turn into 500-ish, maybe more. That's not bad, is it, for a couple of hours mooching around a field? I enjoy it. This is the bit I enjoy as well. The mooching around a field is the good part. Listing is the rubbish bit. Photographing is rubbisher still. I don't mind packaging, and I quite like taking the money. That's quite good. Cheryl says you're not doing it again because she's 40 soon. I see, yeah. Yeah, so a 5.5 year gap would be pushing it a bit, wouldn't it? DBG says 14 siblings in my dad's family. Granny's family must be like a clown's pocket. Wizard sleeve. But yeah, I'm pleased with today's finds. It's like I said, an interesting, eclectic collection of stuff. Chris says he's been packing while watching. Kirsten had great fun this morning, spent £131. Ouch. And you only buy little stuff. Margaret Stewart said, I waited 23 years between my 2 kids. That was when I felt ready again. That sounds about right. And LFTPHYB says, morning, Carla. How do I pronounce Liftfib. Liftfib. Good morning, Liftfib. Lex only spent 25 quid at her car boot. So yeah, but you bought some interesting stuff. So I have a thing that Shiv's not here, is she? It's a shame that Shiv's not here. Shiv sent Lex and I an amazing tube of goodies in the week, which, sorry, I'm going to be very stiff. I have to listen to me go, ow, 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 ow. Hang on, bear with me. Oh, God. It's really stiff legs. Really, really stiff legs. That's because I've sat without moving for too long. Okay. Shiv and my Timbers Tat sent, who did these wonderful drawings here, sent Lex and I a tube full of stuff. So she sent us messages in a bottle and all sorts of stuff, which I have filmed for the vlog, which will be in tonight. She also put a note in. Can I say Maylit Pangit? Maylit Pangit? Does that mean something? So I had Reese's and Lex had pretzels and vodka, and Kirsten says she doesn't only buy small stuff. She bought milk churns, a great big vase, and a Singer sewing machine cut in half to make bookends. Wow. Okay, that's not small stuff. Yeah, so also in there she put in this. Now this is the designs. I'm going to move the camera, so be prepared to feel a bit ill in a moment. These are the designs for my arm wrestling champ tattoo. So there are 4 there, as you can see. And I am choosing between this one. I really like this one. And this one. So this is what I'm going to do for my 2,000 subscriber spectacular. I'm going to do a little giveaway. I haven't decided what to give away yet. I mean, I could give away Reese's, but I don't want to. So I'm going to do a little giveaway and decide what to do there. But also, I'm going to get one of these tattoos done. These have been designed by Shiv. And I'm going to get one of these done to celebrate the fact that I creamed Steve's ass 3 times at arm wrestling. And to celebrate getting to 2K subscribers. So you are choosing between this one and this one. So in the comments for this video, I would like you to put flowers or champ. Unbeaten champ. Flowers, unbeaten champ. Flowers, unbeaten champ. And we'll see who votes for which, because those are the 2 that I'm choosing from. I've narrowed it down to those 2. Got a ka-ching. Right, camera going back. So yeah, it's flowers or unbeaten champ into the comments, not in the chat. Not in the chat, because this will go and I won't be able to keep track of it. But in the comments below, after the video. And Lisa saying, make Steve get the same tattoo. Don't think he will somehow. But yeah, not in the chat, because that will go and I'll lose track of it. In the comments below. And I'm going to get that tattooed. I don't know where yet. Lex suggested I had it done on my forehead. I'm not having it done on my forehead. But yeah, I'm going to get that tattooed to celebrate my 2K subs. Thank you very much if you've subscribed. And to celebrate the fact that I'm better than Steve at stuff. Just at stuff generally. So I have just had some ka-chings. What have I sold? I've sold a blues. A blues. Oh, it's Relove Reseller has just bought a blouse. Thank you very much, Relove Reseller. Thank you very much. I will also get that on its way to you as soon as possible. A nice ka-ching live on air. That's what we want. Thank you. I've missed the bit where Cheryl starts talking about designer vaginas. I'm not sure what happened there. And the entire chat's just gone blank. That's very odd. Bear with. Perhaps she'll come back. All of the names are still there. Oh, there we go. Antoinette Daly's come in. Hi, Antoinette. I didn't see you arrive. Sorry, love. And, oh, Sue's got to go for lunch. Tat Dora says maybe Steve should have a pussy tattoo. Hi, Said. Sorry, I got lost in the chat. So yeah, I also have to go because I've got to go and take my dad out, and it's been an hour already. So yeah, thank you very much to Shiv for designing these. They are fabulous. Narrowed it down to the 2 that I'm going to choose from. And remember, flowers or champ into the chat to help me decide which ones to go with. I'm not having it there, Cheryl. I'm not having it there. For starters, it would be continually hidden by my tummy. Right. I'm going to go and cough myself into oblivion somewhere else. I don't know why this cough's come back at all. Louisa says, I'm super late joining you. Sat on lunch. We're just about to go, Louisa. I'm sorry about that. Antoinette says, I thought your car boot might be rained off today. I'll watch you back over lunch. Yeah, no, we've got beautiful sunny weather today. So I'm going to go and take my dad out for a coffee this afternoon. So I've also managed to buy him a walkie thing. Whether or not he'll use it remains to be seen, but we've bought it. I hope you all have a lovely Sunday. My vlog will go up tonight, hopefully, if I get time. It takes such a long time to save it to my computer and upload it to YouTube. I don't know why my upload speed is so slow. It takes forever. So if I get the chance, it'll go up. If not, it'll go tomorrow. It is Lex's birthday on Wednesday. Lex is the big 4-0 on Wednesday, people. So please do send Lex. I think she just wanted cash, didn't you, Lex? I said, don't send Lex any reasons. She was like, I just have the money. But yeah, so have a wonderful birthday, Lex, on Wednesday. I'm sure everybody wishes you the same. He says, if you take your dad, I make sure you bring him back. Lex wants cash and dick pics. Okay, there's 87 of you watching and 21 of you have hit the like button. So if you haven't hit the like button yet and you have enjoyed what you've seen, hit the like button. If you haven't enjoyed what you've seen, hit the like button anyway. Maybe we'll do it again next week if I get enough likes this week. Who knows? Thank you for watching. It's been fun as always. I'm sorry about the cough. And I will speak to you all soon. Love you all. Take care. Bye. This is where I'm here for 20 minutes trying to find the end button. Still here.